Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Arana Koriya Mane Asha Arana kare amane asha Shri Guru Charana Rati Aise Uttama Gati Shri Guru Charana Rati Aise Uttama Gati Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Chakudan dilo je janme janme Prabhu se Chakudan dilo je janme janme Prabhu se Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashita Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashita Prema Bhakti Yaha Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jate Prema Bhakti Yaha Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jate Vedega Yaha Racharita Vedega Yaha Racharita Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Adama Janara Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Lokana Tokara Jivana Lokana Tokara Jivana Ha Prabhu Kara Daya Jeho More Pada Jaya Prabhu Kara Daya Jeho More Pada Jaya Prabhu Kara Daya Jeho More Pada Jaya Vegas Goshok Tribhuvana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Jayo Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. 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 Jai Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Vishnupadaya Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Kanaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astottara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astottara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace
Jaya Radha Madhavam Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari 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 Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astottara Sata Shri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Astottara Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki Prem Sakaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakun Radha Kund Giri Govardhana ki Shri Vrindavan Dhama ki Mayapur Navadvip Dhama ki Ganga Mai ki Yamuna Mai ki Bhakti Devi ki Tulsi Maharani ki Samaveta Bhaktavrinda ki All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining us today on the extended eve of the most holy and divine appearance anniversary of one of the most attractive and most celebrated incarnations of Krishna, Sri Nrsingadev. So on Thursday coming, April 30th, there'll be wonderful celebrations throughout the world in all various temples, including here at the Shri Shri Radharanath Temple, in Phoenix, our new Jagannath Puri Temple. Wonderful celebrations, Katha, Kirtan, all in glorification of Lord Nrsingadev. Today I thought of speaking about some topics, discussing some topics to help us prepare our consciousness to welcome Lord Nrsingadev this coming Thursday, to develop a qualification, to develop our eligibility to experience Him, to see Him. When you are expecting a very eminent, celebrated personality to come to your home, you naturally will do some preparation, right? And for the Lord coming, yes, we know like every year during Deepavali, during the month of Kartik, everybody is preparing themselves externally, right? New clothes, cleaning out their homes, decorating their homes, preparing different food items to offer. But the real preparation, the real place where we have to prepare the Lord to be experienced is not externally, but within one's heart. So we hope that today's discussion will help us in that light, how to prepare the heart to become eligible to experience and see Krishna. So in this regard, is that possible to be made larger, Nashwan, the text? So, yeah. We'll read a verse from the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the 8th chapter, entitled, Lord Nrsingadev slays the king of the demons. Anybody remember the name of the king of the demons? Huh? Hiranyakashipu, yes, famous personality. So we'll read the 12th verse of the 8th chapter of the 7th canto. Please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yastvaya manda bhagyokto. Please repeat. Yastvaya manda bhagyokto. Madanyo jagadishvara. Madanyo jagadishvara. Kvaso yadi sasarvatra. Kvaso yadi sasarvatra. Kasmat stambe nadrishyate. Kasmat stambe nadrishyate. Yastvaya manda bhagyokto. Madanyo jagadishvara. Vaso yadisa sarvatra. Kasmat stambe nadrishyate. Would anyone like to try? Yastvaya manda bhagyokto. Madanyo jagadishvara. Kvaso yadi sa sarvatra kasmat stambe na drishyate yastvaya manda bhagyakto madanyo jagadishvara kvaso yadi sa sarvatra kasmat stambe na drishyate. One more. Yastvaya manda bhagyakto madanyo jagadishvara kvaso yadi sa sarvatra kasmat stambe na drishyate. We'll do the synonyms. Ya, the one who, tvaya, by you, mandabhagya, O unfortunate one, ukta, described, mat anya, besides me, jagat ishvara, the supreme controller of the universe, qua, where, aso, that one, yadi, if, sa, he, sarvatra, everywhere, all pervading, kasmat, why, stambhe, in the pillar before me, nadrishyate, not seen. Translation. O most unfortunate Prahlad, you have always described a supreme being other than me, a supreme being who is above everything, who is the controller of everyone, and who is all-pervading. But where is he? If he is everywhere, then why is he not present before me in this pillar? Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Demons sometimes declare to a devotee that they cannot accept the existence of God because they cannot see Him. But what the demon does not know is stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 7:25. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samabrita. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by yogamaya. The Lord is open to being seen by devotees, but non-devotees cannot see Him. The qualification for seeing God is stated in Brahma Samhita 5:38. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santhak sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. A devotee who has developed a genuine love for Krishna can always see Him everywhere, whereas a demon, not having a clear understanding of the Supreme Lord, cannot see Him. When Hiranyakashipu was threatening to kill Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad certainly saw the column standing before him and his father, and he saw that the Lord was present in the pillar to encourage him, not to fear his demoniac father's words. The Lord was present to protect him. Hiranyakashipu marked Prahlad's observation and asked him, "Where is your God?" Prahlad Maharaj replied, "He is everywhere." Then Hiranyakashipu asked, "Why is he not in this pillar before me?" Thus, in all circumstances, the devotee can always see the Supreme Lord, whereas the non-devotee cannot. Prahlad Maharaj has here been addressed by his father as the most unfortunate. Hiranyakashipu thought himself extremely fortunate because he possessed the property of the universe. Prahlad Maharaj, his legitimate son, was to have inherited this vast property. But because of his impudence, he was going to die at his father's hands. Therefore, the demoniac father considered Prahlad the most unfortunate, because Prahlad would not be able to inherit his property. Hiranyakashipu did not know that Prahlad was the most fortunate person within the three worlds, because Prahlad was protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such are the misunderstandings of demons. They do not know that a devotee is protected by the Lord in all circumstances. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Shtapitam Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitangtam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschitya Deshatarine. Srila Prabhupada Ki. In this verse, Hiranyakashipu is speaking and is asking a very significant question. What is that question that he is asking? Where is God? Recognize that question? Have us asked that question sometimes? Put it out there, where is God? And we find this question is a very important underlying theme in the whole pastime of the appearance of Lord Nrsingadev. And it is, like I mentioned, a very common question to practically all of us. All of us. Hiranyakashipu, of course, is the greatest demon of all times. There's never been a greater demon than him. That is his claim to fame. So he's asking this question from that perspective. But a person need not be a demon to ask such a question. Actually, everyone is asking that questions based on a variety of motivations. Like Hiranyakashipu, if a person is demoniac, he's asking the question, where is God? Why is he asking that question? I need to know where God is so I can kill him. This was the mood of Hiranyakashipu and his brother Hiranyaksha. They went throughout the universe searching for Vishnu to do what? To kill him. So that's the demoniac mentality. And if you are having a lot of difficulties in this world, you are suffering, then you ask the question, where is God? Where is he? So that you can call on God to come and help you get out of the suffering condition. And then you find those who are after sense gratification, after developing their material experience, they are also asking, where is God? Where is God? So that God can come and fulfill all their material desires. Even those who do not believe in the existence of God, they are asking the question in a negative way, isn't it? They are asking it in a very negative way. They are trying to find reasons to disprove the existence of God, mainly through their semantic gymnastics, word jugglery, and try to confuse the minds of the innocent people that there is no such thing as God. So everyone is asking this. A demon is asking so that they can destroy God. A suffering person is asking, where is God, so their sufferings can be relieved. And a materialistic person is asking the same question so that they can increase their enjoyment. But then we find the devotee is asking the question as well, where is God? But the difference in the perspective of a devotee, in the mood and the consciousness of a devotee in that question is, I need to find God so I can serve Him. Very, very different mood. Early on in the Bhagavatam, early on in this 8th chapter of the 7th canto, we read about Prahlad, and he's also asking the same question, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? It's described when Prahlad was a little child, a baby. Before all the challenges with Hiranyakashipu started, Prahlad was always engrossed in the remembrance of Krishna. Actually, there was never a moment that Prahlad was separated in thought from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And he was always seeing Krishna, the Bhagavatam describes. That sometimes when the Lord suddenly vanished from his vision, from his meditative vision, Prahlad would just start crying. We've all had that experience, right? We very happily and securely situated in the arms of our mother, and then suddenly our mother puts us down, and after a few minutes we get up. What do we experience? Such trauma. Where is my mother? Where is my mother? So Prahlad had the same consciousness with regard to Krishna. And when Krishna would manifest again in his vision, in his heart, then he would be pacified. This was the nature of Prahlad. So he too, as a devotee, as the emblem of devotion, he was always asking, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So in response to Hiranyakashipu's question, where is God? Where is your Lord? Prahlad gives the answer to Hiranyakashipu that my Lord is, what does he say? He is everywhere. He is all pervading. He's telling Hiranyakashipu, you don't have to go and search throughout the universe. He's right here. Because of his presence, this creation has existence. Without him, there would be nothing. There would be nothing. And we also sing this every day. We should be singing this stotra every day in the morning, or at least after every arti in our homes, at the temples. Ito Nishringo, Parato Nishringo. What does that mean? Lord Nrsingadev is here and he's there. Yato yato yami tato Nishringo. Wherever I go, who's there? Lord Nrsingadev. And then he's outside, Bahir Nishringo, and he's also in my heart, Hridaya Nishringo. So if he's in all these places, what choice do I have but to Nishringamadim Sharanam Prapade? To surrender to him, to surrender at his lotus feet, the origin of everything, Adim. This is the consciousness of a devotee. So this simple prayer that we chant every day, the Nishringa Stotra, is answering this question, Jagad Ishvara Kwaso. Where is Jagad Ishvara, the Lord of this universe? Where is he? So yes, Krishna, as we explained, he's present everywhere. Not only is he present everywhere, he is present outside and inside of everything, everywhere and in everything. Now even this statement or this answer could have a different effect on different types of people. For the demoniac person, when they hear this verse, ito nishingo, parato nishingo, yato yato yami, tato nishingo, it's a cause of great anxiety actually. Because the demoniac person, of course not of the caliber of Hiranyakashipu, but little demons, they don't have the ability to think, I want to kill God, but they're running away in fear. But now if they think, I can't go anywhere, because God is everywhere, they're in great anxiety. They're in great anxiety. That is the demoniac mindset. But for a devotee, this prayer is very reassuring, very pacifying. Because God is everywhere. And God, there's a saying, not in the last few years we came across, at least I came across it. All of us have difficulties and anxieties in life, right? We go through. And there's a saying that, don't tell God how big your problems are, but tell your problems how big your God is. Or how your God or Krishna can take care of anyone's problem. It just depends on one's mindset. So for a devotee, these prayers, this conviction, this understanding that Krishna is everywhere is very, very pacifying and reassuring. But then again, someone may then say, okay, we can accept your statement, at least theoretically, that God is everywhere, here, there, wherever I go, inside, outside. But why can I not see Him? How many of you have seen God according to this description? I mean, some devotees in their hearts will say yes, which is fine, it's a good answer, it's the right answer. But from a materially logical perspective, we'll all say no. I can accept you have the conviction and devotion that's found in this prayer, but how can I actually see Him? How can I actually experience Him? We read all the time in the Vedic literature, Sarva Kalam Idam Brahma, that the Lord is all-pervading. He's everywhere. And we have been looking. All people for all times have been looking, and they can't find Him anywhere. So in answer to this concern, Krishna, in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, He offers a very wonderful answer. What does He say? Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani gana eva. Krishna says in a sense, very emphatically, boastingly emphatically, so to speak. He says there is no truth higher than me. No truth. Mata parataram nanyat. Nothing is higher than me. And he then says in the next line, Kinchit asti dhananjaya. Nanyat kinchit asti. Certainly there is nothing, O conqueror of wealth. And how to understand this? How to perceive me? Mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani gana eva. This is very important. He says that everything rests upon me. Mai sarvam, on me. How does it rest on Krishna? Like sutre mani gana eva. Like pearls that are strung on a thread. Like pearls strung on a thread. That's how we can understand that Krishna is everywhere. But does that make sense to you? Krishna is giving an example of a pearl necklace. We all like pearl necklaces, especially when they're real, pearl necklaces. So let's consider a pearl necklace. Or even let's take our neck beads, for instance. Like the old school neck beads, not the super fashionable ones of today, but old school neck beads. What is the quality or the characteristic of a well-made set of neck beads? Anybody can say? Like old school now. What is the wonderful quality of it? Or of a pearl necklace, think of necklaces. Or even of a nice garland like this. What is the quality? One important quality. It rests nicely, it's okay, that's one. The thread is strong. What else? The knot, yeah, sometimes they put garlands. It happened once on the deities. Everybody took it as transcendental. Meanwhile, we thought the garland makers really messed it up. Give me another quality of a well-made set of neck beads, or a garland, or a pearl, or a thread, or a necklace of pearls. You cannot see the thread, isn't it? You can't see the thread. That is one important quality of a well-made set of neck beads, garland, or a necklace. You can't see it. Can't see it. So that is Krishna. He is the thread running through everything in our lives, in everyone's lives, that's holding everything together. And the nature or the function of that thread is to hold everything together. What's the value of all these flowers? I mean, okay, fine, they have some value, but if they just scattered all over without the thread. But the thread is what puts everything together and makes a beautiful offering of a necklace, of neck beads, of a garland. This is what's happening. Still, how do we understand this? How do we relate this analogy that Krishna is using of a necklace and the thread? And in the very next verse, Krishna says, Rasoham apsukonteya prabhashmi shashishuryaha shabdeke parusham nrishu. That, what does he say? Rasoham, I am the taste in water. How can you perceive my thread-like existence? I am the taste in water. Prabhashmi shashishuryaha. I am the light of the sun and the moon. I am the syllable Om in all the Vedic mantras. And I am the ability in man and the sound in ether. Like this, Krishna, for a few verses in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he's explaining to Arjuna how he is manifest everywhere. And for our sake, we can understand how we can then perceive Krishna in everything and in every aspect of our lives. I am the strength of the strong. He says like that in other verses. This is very important to understand, and it gives us faith. Not just to be blind that, yes, I'm only qualified as a devotee if I can physically see Krishna. No, you are all qualified because you can perceive Krishna in our daily lives all the time. All the time. So yes, this world, this entire existence is like a well-made garland. And Krishna is such an expert jeweler that he doesn't have to make himself so overtly known to everybody. But for those who are intelligent, we're not just talking academic intelligence, or we are not talking academic intelligence, but we are talking about devotional intelligence. That yes, this creation is so amazing, so well constructed, so much of process, so much of synchronicity is there. How can there not be a creator? Now how do I perceive that creator in all these things that we have mentioned? At the same time, we may find that some people can take this explanation of Krishna and they can still come to a wrong conclusion. Like we find in Bhagavad Gita, so many erroneous commentaries people are saying about Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. Even famous heads of state who were known to be great scholars, they said, actually what Krishna means in Bhagavad Gita, it's not that you must surrender to Krishna, the person, but you must surrender to the unborn within Krishna. Now, how do you understand that? Trying to put words in Krishna's mouth. Therefore, Prabhupada gave his Bhagavad Gita entitled Bhagavad Gita as it is, as Krishna wants you to understand it, not as some confused scholar may try to mislead you into understanding. So they say that because God is everywhere and God is in everything, then their sort of atheistic or deviant conclusion is that everything must be God. Impersonalistic understanding. That everything is one. So these types of people, through being Maya aparita gyan, by the intelligence which is stolen by Maya, they move from one extreme of being demoniac or even atheistic, and they move to the other extreme of declaring that everything is God. And everything in God, everything is God ultimately includes this hidden statement in them, this hidden desire in them that I am God. See how very expert Maya Devi is? Very expert. She uses all types of snares, all types of traps to catch the living entity. From atheism to demoniac culture, through sense. Here Prahlad, he is the epitome of the consciousness of a devotee. He understands that my Lord, my dear Krishna, is present in everything, in every atom. Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam, Lord Brahma prays. And Prabhupada, he explains in the purport that when Hiranyakashipu is asking if Krishna, if Jagat Ishvara is present in the pillar, he's pointing at the pillar. Prahlad, is he in this pillar? And Prahlad looks at the pillar and says, yes. Now Prahlad's consciousness is not speaking theory or logic. Prahlad is looking at the pillar, right? It's as if I am looking at Raghukul Tilak and saying, oh, Raghukul Tilak is there. Prahlad has the same consciousness. Yes, Prahlad is there. Raghukul is sitting there. There's no difference for Prahlad. It's obvious to him, completely obvious. Hiranyakashipu thinks he's asking a very difficult question to a 5-year-old child, but for Prahlad, it's obvious. Because he's always seeing Krishna as a person. Because his eyes are imbued with prem, as Prabhupada quotes. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. That when one's eyes are tinged, are smeared with the kanchan, with the kajal of love of Krishna, with the ointment of Krishna prem, then one sees Krishna everywhere. So yes, for a devotee, we are moving from a shastric understanding, a logical understanding of the existence of this world and how Krishna permeates everything, sutre mani gana eva, to the consciousness of the devotee like Prahlad, who from within his heart, because of his love, is seeing Krishna everywhere. So yes, we understand from Gyan, knowledge, by our practice of devotional service, by growing in love with Krishna through serving him, through association, being purified in our hearts by the chanting of Krishna's names, we come slowly and methodically to the point of love. And then you'll see Krishna, even if he's not in his threefold bending form in front of you. How can we understand that? Where's the proof of that? Mothers, I would say, have the full proof of this. Like a mother, she gives birth to a child, goes through so many sacrifices. I know Prabhus, you'll also go through sacrifice. You'll have to pay for everything. Well, back in the day, it's not really like that anymore. But mothers especially take care of the child, nurture the child, go through so many difficulties. And the child grows up, leaves home eventually, goes off to some other place, right? But the mother has this deep love for the child, that's so much so that when clearing the child's closet, who's a teenager or adult now, she comes across the child's, the son, say, baby shoes. And for the mother, are those shoes in her hand? No. What comes to her? A flood of loving memories. The child, her son is right there with her. Isn't it? Mothers, do you all experience that? Please say yes, otherwise this class is a little... Right? That's the experience you have because of love. Because of love. The theory is not going to say, yes, yes, Krishna, your son this, your son that. No. You know what you're experiencing because of love and devotion that has come through so many years of service and sacrifice. So similarly, this process of Bhakti Yoga is guiding us systematically through a training program to develop spontaneous love from the logical, theoretical understanding, Sutre Mani Gana Eva, that God is present all over in this way, in that way, to the point of seeing Krishna everywhere with spontaneous love. This is what we want. So yes, we want to perceive Krishna like that eventually. Now, Prahlad has this conviction, and he says yes in answer to Jagatishvara Kwaso, the question of Hiranyakashipu, where is your God? He says, yes, he's in the pillar. I agree, he's in the pillar. Now, what is Krishna's response to all of that? It's like, from a certain perspective, maybe the devotee who doesn't have so much of faith, he's still developing in faith, he's saying, wow, this is a real gamble here of Prahlad. He's putting all his chips into this pillar. What in case it doesn't pay off? If some hijackers coming to the temple room and they catch one of your Paramatma, is God in that pillar? Seriously, Paramatma, what are you going to say? No, he's here. No, I'm not asking. I'm asking if he's there. But Prahlad is saying he's there. What does Krishna then do for his pure devotee? A few verses on from this verse that we chanted today, Krishna said, the Lord, who is it? Who's speaking? Narad Muni is speaking, I think, right? Narad Muni. He says, Satyam vidatum nijabhritya bhashitam. He says, in order to prove the words of his pure devotee true, Stambe sabhayam namarigam namanusham, the Lord took the trouble to immediately manifest in the most unusual form, breaking all, stereotypes of how the Lord has to appear. We heard of the Lord appearing, right? When he comes, he's meant to come with demigods flying in their vimanas, showering flower petals, and the Lord is descending so ceremoniously on Garuda. The Lord didn't do this here. He comes out of a broken, shattered pillar, roaring in na mrigam na manusham. Not as an animal, mrigam, not as a human, not as a man, but half man, half animal form. Simply because of Satyam Vidatum Nijabhritya Bhashitam, to prove the words of his pure devotee to be true. This is what the pure devotee now means to Krishna. Who owns who here? Who is acting for whose pleasure here? By the devotion and love of Prahlad, Lord Krishna has been completely purchased. That even an outrageous conviction like God is in this pillar, which for us seems that's a bit of a gamble, but for Prahlad it's natural. The Lord will manifest from that pillar. This is the nature of devotion. This is Prahlad. Actually, when one looks at the Bhagavatam, the whole Bhagavatam, but especially the 7th canto, which is all about the appearance, the pastimes preceding and bringing us to the point of Lord Nrsingadev's appearance, the main character, the main hero, the person most spoken about is Prahlad, not Lord Nrsingadev. It's actually Prahlad. Just like Mahabharata, who's the hero? Is it Krishna? No, it's Arjuna. Ramayana, who's the hero? Ram, Lakshman, Sita? No, it's the devotee who has love, because love is the most powerful commodity, even more powerful than the Lord himself. Because the Lord, Rupa Goswami says, bhakti, one of the characteristics of pure bhakti is that it brings Krishna under the control of the devotee. So yeah, devotees, we're not interested in becoming God. That's not high enough for us. We want to become greater than God. We want to become the devotee who can purchase God. Just like Radharani up here in this picture. Who is serving who there? Who is serving who? Very important picture. Krishna is serving Radharani, making her a garland. Making her a garland. So like that. So this is the unique characteristic of this scripture, Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, yes, it relates to Krishna's pastimes, but actually the main personalities are the Bhagavats, the devotees that are being glorified. So the reader who approaches the Bhagavatam with devotion and with guidance will celebrate the devotees in the Bhagavatam. Will naturally celebrate. So this is the wonderful nature of Krishna and his relationships with his pure devotees. He will do anything. There's nothing that Krishna will not do to uphold the integrity, the word, the protection and the glories of his devotees. Nothing. And sometimes that could startle some people. Wow. Like, there's a nice story. You may have heard of the old Akbar and Birbal stories. I can't remember which century that was, but Akbar had a famous Hindu minister called Birbal, highly intelligent minister in his court. And he would have these amazing exchanges with Birbal on all different topics. And one day Akbar was sort of teasingly challenging Birbal that, what is it with your God Krishna? That whenever you devotees are in some anxiety, some difficulty, you pray to Krishna and he immediately comes. But he's such a big person. Doesn't he have his agents to come and deal with the situation and give protection? You know, why does he have to do that? Even with Hiranyakashipu, as big as a demon he was, Krishna he didn't have to come in person. He didn't have to do that. He could have just made his heart stop. He could have embarrassed him in that way. Didn't have to make a whole arrangement of the pillar, this, and half man, half lion. Why the big show of this whole thing? So Akbar had this mood. Why does your God have to do that? It's sort of demeaning that he has to come. He has so many agents. He can just activate one of them and they can sort out the problems that the devotees are going through. And Birbal thought, well, I could explain it to him, but rather I make an example, a better lesson for Akbar. So a few days later, Birbal had arranged for Akbar to visit the nearby royal lake. And the days preceding that royal visit, Birbal had the court sculptor, who was so expert, he had the sculptor make a baby, a doll, an exact replica of Akbar's grandson. Exact replica. Is that unnecessary? A replica. I shouldn't say exact replica. Anyway. A replica of Akbar's grandson. And then he arranged with the caregiver, the nanny of the child, to carry the doll nearby the lake. So the nanny was carrying this Akbar's doll grandson near the waters of the lake. And then Akbar and Birbal came. He was seated on his nice chair looking at the lake and enjoying the whole scenery, the whole relaxing experience. And suddenly, on the signal of Birbal, the nanny dropped what Akbar perceived to be his grandson into the lake. And Akbar jumped off his nice seat, rushed and dove into the cold waters of that lake, swam into but 10 meters in where the baby was floating, and he grabbed the baby. And as soon as he grabbed the baby, he said, oh, this is fake. This is a stone doll, or whatever, wooden doll. And then Birbal said, my lord, why are you doing this? You have so many soldiers and so many, you could have asked one of them to go and jump in the lake. Why did you? He said, no. This is, I thought this was my grandson. Then Akbar immediately understood, yes. When you love someone, you're not going to call someone else to protect them. If you see them in danger, you immediately will stand in front of that bullet. Because that's what love is. That's what sacrifice is. And the Lord, what won't He do for the protection of His pure devotees? This is what the nature of the relationship of the pure devotee and Krishna is. This is love. Name bhakta pranashyati. Krishna never fails in this relationship. So yeah, this question, where is God? We have to answer it. But we must be careful and circumspect. In what mood are we answering? We're asking this question and answering it. We have to be very careful. Hiranyakashipu is giving a certain perspective, a certain consciousness, displaying a certain consciousness in asking this question. He wants to find the Lord and kill him out of revenge, out of anger. And Prahlad is asking that question and it's being answered for him out of a spirit of devotion. And we need to also ask ourselves, where do we fit in? Because we are also in a spectrum between the two. You know, the demoniac nature and the complete, pure devotional nature of Sri Prahlad. So yeah, as Krishna is guiding us in that 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Matta Parataram Nanyat, Sutre Manigana Eva, we can find Krishna everywhere. We have to train ourselves by seeing Krishna in everything that we are doing. Seeing Krishna in everything. Even when we are going through difficulties, try and find Krishna's presence there, because he is there. Krishna doesn't allow difficulties for his devotees for no good reason. There's always a very sublime purpose behind anything we go through. How many of you here have been through, okay, let's not ask a question. How many of you here have not been through any challenges in life? Okay, good answer. How many of you here have felt that during those challenges you were questioning, but why am I going through this? Any of you felt that? I felt that so many times. Oh, I'm chanting, I'm whatever, serving Krishna. Why do I have to go through this? Doubts come in, right? You get tested, but you know sometimes, hey, just stay the course. That's what we're told. Let's try it. And how many of you at the end of those difficulties, when you come out and after some time you look back and realize, wow, now I get it. Now I can see how Krishna arranged this. How many of you felt that? You can feel that. Now I understand, yes. So even through our difficulties, we must not only find Krishna in our happy moments. Wow, Krishna, you gave me the, 7th, 8th number of the lotto? Thank you so much. I don't know how many numbers are there. So happy, thank you, Krishna, you are so present. No. Even in times of difficulties. That's why Krishna, in the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, what does he say? Matra sparsas kauntaya sitoshna shuka dukkha dha. Agama payena anityas tam statikshashva titikshashva bharata. He's telling this Bharata, this Arjuna, you have to tolerate what? Both happiness and distress. We don't ever tolerate happiness, right? Oh, this happiness, it's frustrating me, take it away from me. Do we ever say that? We don't say that. But that's also Maya. When you don't see Krishna in your happiness and you don't see Krishna in your trauma. Krishna is there everywhere. Prahlad saw Krishna in his apparent trauma. What was Prahlad's trauma in comparison to our trauma? Any one of us was boiled in a vat of oil? Anybody tried to do that to you? Prahlad was experiencing. And what was he seeing throughout it? Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He was simply chanting the holy names. Any of us was thrown in a pit of black mambas? Actually, much more poisonous snakes. Prahlad was thrown in. Anyone was tied and kept in an open field, being charged at by hundreds of maddened elephants? No, Prahlad had all of that. He was seeing Krishna throughout his difficulties. This was his conviction. So we need to be like that. That whenever something comes our way, we have to ask, how can I see Krishna in this? How can I see Lord Nrsingadev in this? Just like Hanumanji, we hear that story. Mother Sita gifted him necklace of pearls. What was Hanuman? He's opening the, biting it. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna in all of this? Now, we get the latest iPhone. We're not going to break it apart. And where is Krishna in this? No. Or some latest, very much sought after commodity. But Hanuman's mood, how can this be used in Krishna's service? And Parikshit Maharaj, we also learn about Parikshit Maharaj. Anybody know what the name Parikshit means? Pariksha, it's a test, examination, it's a research. He's always checking around. Is this Krishna? Is this Krishna? Is that Krishna? Because in the womb, as a baby in the womb, Krishna appeared to him. And he's always, when he came out of the womb, he's always now searching. Where is that person who appeared to me in the womb? Therefore, his name is Parikshit. We also need to be Parikshits. We have to learn the art of being Parikshits, examining everything for the presence of Krishna. Because we also only have 7 days to live. Parikshit had 7 days. Isaiah, you are also going to die in 7 days. You too, Prabhu. Don't feel left out, Matajis. You are also going to die in 7 days. Either a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Sunday. We all have our 7 days waiting for us. It's going to happen. So we need to be like Parikshit. We need to be like Prahlad. We need to be like Hanuman. Always examining, where is Krishna in my life? Where is Krishna in all these things? This is the nature that we need to develop. And that's what will draw Lord Nishingadev into our consciousness. Don't just come on Thursday, Nishinga Yagya, Swaha, bathing, we get into this whole, what's that prayer for protection? Nishinga Kavacha? No. That's all very well and good, all very well and nice. And I'm not saying, we shouldn't do these things. But the main thing we need to do is to develop the mood of Prahlad. Where is Krishna in my entire existence? All these other things, they are supporting acts in our lives. But where is Krishna? And Prabhupada distills the whole answer of where is Krishna for us in such a simple way, simply through the practice of the basic sadhana process. Especially one thing, two things, hearing and chanting the holy names of Krishna. It's all we really have to do. Sometimes we say, this is too simple, something is wrong here. Yes, for a 5-year-old child, give him those basic lessons. That 5-year-old child defeated the greatest demon of all times. And that demon, so great, early on in Bhagavatam we read, he was defeated, how? By his own senses. Because he couldn't control his senses, the same senses were controlling him. So by chanting the holy name of Krishna, constantly, our senses will come under control. So this is a very gradual process. Very gradual. It starts off with this understanding of Krishna's presence everywhere. We adopt the process of bhakti given to us by Lord Chaitanya, and so nicely tailored for us in Kali Yuga by Srila Prabhupada, and we grow like that. We grow like that. And eventually, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, Shantakshadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti, Yam Shyama Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam, Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. We will see Krishna everywhere because we'll have love in our eyes. So this is our goal. And it starts off with purifying our hearts. Just like the residents of Jambudvip in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Shishi Radha Radhanatha Ki, headed by Prahlad, they offer this very wonderful prayer. We'll end up with this very important prayer. I think you all may have heard it many times. Om Namo Bhagavate Narashringhaya Namaste Jaste Jase Avir Avir Bhava Vajranaka Vajradamsha Karma Sayan Randhaya Randhaya Tamagrasta Grasta Om Swaha Abhayam abhayam atmani bhuyikshta om shrom. This is the translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Nrsingadev, the source of all power. O my Lord, who possesses nails and teeth just like thunderbolts, kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for fruitive activity in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle for existence in this material world. 99.9% of people who come to worship Nrsingadev, are they asking for this? Or are they asking for relief from arthritis, gout, sugar, blood pressure, I don't know what else is going on, cholesterol? But this is the prayer of Prahlad. This is what it's all about. So we are asking you all to recalibrate our approach to Lord Nrsingadev. Put aside all these temporary difficulties, which actually you will find if you embrace those difficulties and not wish them away or pray them away, if you embrace them, you will find Krishna in there, just like Prahlad found Krishna in all his difficulties. And this is the prayer that sets us on that path. So yes, if you want to meditate on this verse and this prayer, Srimad Bhagavatam. How many of you have Srimad Bhagavatam at home? Okay. How many of you don't have Srimad? This is a life-saving, existence-saving question. Because you need this prayer. If you don't have Srimad Bhagavatam, please get a copy, either electronically, which is free, which is easier, or get the Srimad Bhagavatam, the 5th canto, 18th chapter, verse 8. Right? 5:18:8. Meditate on this prayer and recalibrate your approach to Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Nrsingadev Chaturdasi Mahamahotsava ki. Prahlad Maharaj ki. Gaur Premanande. There are a number of questions here which I prefer not to answer now, but for anyone who would like answers to it, please approach me during or after the Arati, because we should start the Arati Kirtan now. Thank you once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, and a huge thank you to His Grace Swarup Damodar Prabhu for a very inspirational class. I have just 3 announcements to make. A gentle reminder that tomorrow is Ekadasi, fasting from all grains, as well as Swarup Prabhu did mention that Thursday is the appearance day of Lord Nrsingadev. So you can follow all the social media platforms for more information. His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami will be joining us on Thursday evening, so please do try to make time and come through to the temple. Today's Sunday Love Feast Prasad was lovingly prepared by Panchamrita Prabhu and the Mir Bank Namahata, so let's give them a round of applause. We have beautiful book sets that are here. We have 5 sets, and we noticed there are quite a few new faces that have joined us this Sunday. Is there anybody that would like to come forward and have a copy of this book set? A very, very lovely copy. Please don't feel shy. Raise your hands and come forward. We have 5. Don't feel shy. We've seen a lot of new faces. Please raise your hands and come through. Come through, Mataji. Let's give her a round of applause. Can Swarup Prabhu give it to you? If there's anybody else, please don't feel shy. Do come through. We have another lovely Mataji. Prabhus, I'm sure there's some newcomers as well that are here. Please do come through. Hare Krishna, and we have another Mataji. And just 2 more books to give away. Anybody interested? Okay, just 1 more. Anybody else? There we have 1 more Mataji coming through. Let's give her a round of applause. So thank you once again for attending our Sunday Love Feast program. Remember, this program happens every Sunday starting at 11, so please share the invite with loved ones. Thank you once again. Safe travels back home. May we please all rise for Aarti. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, come on, what's happening? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody, clap your hands. Louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jayo, Jayo, Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Hands in the air, everybody. Jaya, Jaya, Prabhupada, 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 with all your hearts. Jaya, Jaya, Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Namaste Narasingaya, Pralada Lada Daine, Hiranyakashipu Raksha, Shilatanga Nakalaye, Ito na shingo parato na shingo, Yato yato yamitato na shingo, Bahir na shingo, Hridaya na shingo, Nara shinga marim sharanam prapade. Namaste Narasingaya. Namaste Narasingaya. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamadbuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Dano Bringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. केशवदीचा नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे भक्ति विज्ञ विनाश नृसिंहदेव भगवान के भक्त श्रेष्ठ प्रहलाद महाराज के
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे